My name is Kemang Wa Lehulere. I am from Cape Town, South Africa. Work with chalk. These are ephemeral works which get erased at the end of an exhibition. And then I've got works on paper, and then I have sculptures. And the wood I use is often from school desks. Then there are porcelain dogs, which I also purchased. They're mass-produced.
Hi, Kemang Wa Lehulere.
I have a performance piece, and then I have some hair paintings. Broken Light is the title of a song by South African jazz musician Fea Faku. The song is basically dedicated to Steve Biko, who was a political activist, was murdered by the apartheid government, was part of a movement which taught self-love within the context of an oppressive political system. It's the music, but using hair. Some hair which is mine, some which is not. During apartheid, one of the means in which people were identified or classified was through their hair. Apartheid officials would stick a pencil in someone's hair. So if it stayed, basically you're classified black. But if it fell out, then you could either be classified white or what still is called colored. When I showed the works first in Johannesburg, about 2 months after the show, these incidents blew out in the media of like students revolting against oppressive school rules. Rules about how they should wear their hair, their black hair, their afros weren't allowed. What one might think is a historical moment is actually there's a lot of that still going on. History is something that continuously creeps into the present. Whether one actively goes out searching for it, or if one stumbles upon it.
Kemang's work comes in a really important moment for South Africa. I think his work is taking up a lot of issues of post-apartheid disquiet in the country. His work is addressing issues that haven't really been at the forefront of contemporary South African art. Beyond instrumentalizing certain symbols of politics, Kemang's work has instead facilitated politics. It's facilitated discussion. The exhibition and his performances are a workspace for working out ideas, not allowing something to be fixed into a static representation is very much at the heart of what he does. Dogs, especially German Shepherds, were used by the police during apartheid to control populations, to control bodies. There's no getting away from that visual. But he's also reluctant to let those be read in one way.
There was a belief that if you took sleep from a dog's eyes and placed it on your own eyes, you would then be able to see into the spiritual realm. That spiritual world became also a productive metaphor for me to look at the past or history generally. One almost has to wear a certain kind of eyes or a pair of eyes in order to be able to engage with time which is no longer present. Last year in January I opened an exhibition, a number of sculptures which were produced from old school desks, speaking to issues of education and also thinking through the generation of 1976, which was a very important historical moment for resistance against apartheid. A few months after that, university students erupted in protest. Even now, the situation is really, really crazy. Today, as I'm talking to you now, I'm not saying that my work has anything to do with instigating anything, but it's me kind of meditating through a number of issues.
Kemang's work was given a visibility in South Africa with the Standard Bank Young Artist Award, which is a hugely important award in South Africa. And then he won the 2017 Deutsche Bank Award. Those two have really established him as the preeminent young South African artist on the global scene right now.
In All My Wildest Dreams, it's my first solo museum exhibition in the US. I'm really curious to see how people will respond. I think the title speaks for itself.